Hey there boys and girls, like Skillfaggy here, and welcome back to another Battlefield Bad Company 2 commentary. I know it's been quite some time since I've posted some Bad Company 2, but every once in a while I'd like to go back and play some good old Bad Company series within the Battlefield franchise. So, today's topic is not about Battlefield Bad Company 2 though, but I want to talk about Battlefield Bad Company 3 and another possible Battlefield game, which might be called Battlefield Police, I suppose. I mean, there are some rumors, and I think we can anticipate the next Battlefield game fairly soon. There are a couple of reasons for that, and I will go over them in a couple of seconds. So, first of all, why do I think that we will be getting a new Battlefield this year? So normally we always had a 2-year development cycle for a Battlefield game. I think it was the same with Battlefield 3, with Battlefield 4. No, actually I think with Battlefield 4 there were 4 years, but never mind. Actually there are only 2 years between each release of a game. So it always takes 2 years and then we get a new Battlefield game. So this year, I think, would be the first time that the EA is trying to shift it over to an annual game. They already tried to do that previously with Medal of Honor Warfighter and Battlefield, so that they can both rotate, so we get one first-person shooter, one big AAA title every year. Their plan didn't work out quite as well, and Medal of Honor Warfighter got cancelled altogether, like the whole Medal of Honor genre. And now, if you're a premium member for Battlefield 4 and you're taking a closer look at the premium calendar, you will be able to see that all the DLCs and everything, the camos, the knives, everything is scheduled to end this summer, which means there will probably be a Battlefield title this year again. The reason why I think that is because normally a premium calendar or the premium DLCs or just DLCs in general had to fill 1.5 years until the next Battlefield game was ready. Now they were only filling a little bit more of half a year, so it's definitely possible that we will be seeing a new Battlefield title this year, because they're probably not going to leave us another year with nothing. I think their sales and everything would just break in too much. Now, the question is that there are 3 studios right now that might be producing another Battlefield game. There's the normal DICE studio that we all love and hate. There's DICE LA, a newly founded studio. I think they founded last year or the year before. So those guys are in LA and they're a new DICE studio. And last but not least, we have Visceral Games that made the Dead Space series. So let's start out with the Visceral guys that made Dead Space. Rumors are saying that the Visceral guys are making a new Battlefield game called Battlefield Police. Yes, Battlefield Police. At first it does not make lots of sense, because Battlefield is lots about kind of, I don't want to say war simulation, because it really is not, but you're fighting with kind of armies, you have big tanks and attack helicopters. And if you're thinking about the police, you're kind of thinking like a small police car maybe, or I don't know, maybe a helicopter. And maybe more kind of a SWAT type gameplay. And if you're thinking of a SWAT type gameplay, this actually sounds kind of not too bad if you're thinking about Rainbow Six, although I do not think that they are probably going to go in this direction. Another thing would be that they are trying to rotate it with Star Wars Battlefront, which we haven't heard of anything so far pretty much. They kind of put it on ice. Another thing that crossed my mind that might be a possibility is that they're kind of splitting it up. So, for example, Assassin's Creed, the new Assassin's Creed, I think it's called Unity, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's coming out for the PC and all the next-gen consoles. The current-gen consoles or the last-gen consoles are getting another game. So I think another possibility might be that the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One and the PC are getting the new Battlefield game, while the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360 will be getting a different Battlefield game. Not the same, but one that's more optimized for the current gen, which actually would make a lot of sense, because it really doesn't... It's not a smart idea to port a big game like Battlefield across all platforms. It's just... there are too many problems incoming, if you know what I mean. So I think they might be doing the same thing as the guys from Ubisoft with Assassin's Creed, and this might be one of the reasons why there are currently 3 studios working on a next game. So they might be, I don't know, I think they might be rotating like that. And I guess we will be seeing Battlefield Police, I suppose, this year. At least for one of the current consoles, I mean at least for either side of the consoles, the PlayStation 3 and the 360, or the PC, the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. I do not know how this is going to play out. Of course, everyone is looking forward to Battlefield Bad Company 3. Bad Company is a really cool series within the Battlefield franchise, and lots of people fell in love with it, and lots of people want to have Bad Company 3. Personally, I also think it's time for Battlefield Bad Company 3. They totally screwed up with Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4 because it's not a successor to Battlefield 4 in any way. Although I think that Battlefield 3 was okay without suppression and Battlefield 4 is kind of... But yeah, they said multiple times that Battlefield Bad Company is more of a filler. And yeah, it seems really badly, and I do not think that there will be a next Bad Company game, not anywhere near. So, kind of sad news, but in multiple interviews, I don't know, maybe they're just lying all the time, but in multiple interviews they said that the normal Battlefield is a lot better than the Bad Company series, and they're not planning on doing any more, which is a sad thing, but yeah. I think this kind of takes Bad Company 3 out of the equation, even though this would be the Battlefield game I would be looking most forward to. And yeah, I think right now we can anticipate either a new Battlefield 5, Battlefield Police, I don't know, maybe Star Wars Battlefront. It's really hard to tell. Maybe they will take the same route as Ubisoft and kind of spread 2 games over the current platforms. And yeah, I think we will see how this turns out. Please let me know what you guys think about the whole topic. Do you think we'll get Battlefield Police or Bad Company 3? Battlefield 5, I have no idea what they might be doing. Do you think that the next Battlefield game will exclusively be to the next-gen consoles and PC, while they will be making another game for the current gens? Yeah, please let me know. But I think it's pretty much all for now, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, go Faker out.